EU urgently warned Brexit fishing deal proposal could sound death knell for Irish fleet. EU proposals to break the Brexit trade talks deadlock could sound the death knell for Irish fishing, an industry chief has warned. Brussels chief negotiator Michel Barnier has proposed handing back 25% of the value of fish caught by EU boats in British waters to the UK. But Sean O'Donoghue, chief executive of Killybegs Fishermen's Organisation, which represents Donegal fishermen, said the concession would be an unmitigated disaster for the Irish fishing industry. Mr. O'Donoghue said the fishing sector had been thrown under the bus in the talks. He warned the Irish fishing industry would be hit hardest by the proposed deal of all the EU member states. We are being the sacrificial lamb of the trade negotiations. This is akin to no deal for us. This is the death knell to the fishing industry. Mr. O'Donoghue continued, the shape of a deal, as currently stands, will spell the ruination of the Irish seafood sector, which directly supports more than 16,000 jobs and is worth more than €1.2 billion annually to the Irish economy. Our industry is literally and metaphorically on the brink, and in spite of repeated promises made, we are in the throes of being sold down the river. The one thing we wanted to avoid was a no-deal situation in the interests of all our fishermen, but the deal which is now being proposed is every bit as bad. We are looking at vicious and unprecedented cuts on our pelagic, shellfish and whitefish stocks. Talks on a post-Brexit trade deal are set to continue for the rest of the weekend, with both sides still warning that the chances of agreement remain in the balance. Both Downing Street and the European Commission said the negotiations were still ongoing, but that significant differences remained over fisheries and the so-called level playing field rules. The European Parliament has been pressing for an agreement by Sunday so it can ratify any deal before the current Brexit transition period ends on December 31st. But it is thought EU leaders could provisionally sign off on a deal if the talks go on beyond that point, with formal ratification taking place in the new year. In the UK, MPs are on standby to return to Westminster from their Christmas break if an agreement can be struck in the final days of the year. Boris Johnson and the EU's chief negotiator Michel Barnier have played down the prospects of a breakthrough. The Prime Minister said the negotiations were proving difficult and called on the EU to see sense and to bring something new to the table. Earlier, Mr. Barnier told the European Parliament that the talks were approaching the moment of truth and that the path to an agreement was very narrow.